Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's coming your way. By the way, if you're new here, this is Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me today. And if there's something specific you'd like to manifest, don't forget to give this video a like and hit subscribe. I see there's a tears of joy here, opening up a pathway. The pathway is opening first, and then I see at the end there's a tears of joy, and it's like a small pathway. That's why I feel like this can be a way of taking care of things. If you have, let me see, there are legal papers inside the cup. Maybe there's like a situation that you're dealing with at this time. This can be an outer, it's getting longer, outer way, a different way that helps you take care of the situation smoothly. There's a shoe on the bottom here. This is something that is unforeseen. Can be a travel opportunity coming, or the shoe can symbolize someone is actually coming towards you, walking towards you, okay? There are two paths, 1, 2, 3 pathways. One of them is at the end of the timeline, maybe at the end of the week coming forth, but the two of them are actually merging into one and heading towards a horizon here. A sun is shining. Can be in the literal sense, maybe you're gonna go like sun gazing. It can be like watching the sun sets. It can be that kind of a thing. But I feel like this can also be maybe you're being called to some place that has an opportunity for you, and coming back around again. Or this can be like an opportunity waiting for you at the end of a pathway. There's an owl right next to the sunshine. Owl can symbolize an intuitive guidance. So I don't feel like this is something planned. This can be something that you're being intuitively guided to. I told you there's a legal paper here. There's someone sleeping right under it. You can see someone with a hat and big smile. Kind of looks like a Joker smile as well, and which has a wand on top of their head. Wand can symbolize Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So this can be someone passionate, but now they're sleeping. Maybe their passion is not really ignited right now. And what happens is, I see now like a family here. There's a woman. This is a child. Their wand kind of looks like a child. And this is actually taking care of like feeding a horse here. Horse indicates wish fulfillment. So child feeding the horse can mean that maybe there's a main authority that you always followed and waited for them to give you instructions, but now they're sleeping or they're getting old, and now you have to raise this child, your decisions one at a time, so they can feed your desires. They can bring your desires here. That the child can be a representative of your ideas, the inspirations coming to you, but also there's a mother right next to the child. The mother can be someone taking care of that desires, that thoughts and ideas. It can be your inner power as well, but okay, I feel like this can also symbolize a tall woman. This can be someone who is supporting you. Okay, this doesn't have to be mother. I mentioned the mother energy. This is someone who has the mother energy. Okay, doesn't have to be like a bloodline. There's another man in front of them wearing the fur. So this is like an elevated position here. Like at the end of the day, like you're the one feeding your own horse and you're going to be the one riding that. Okay. It doesn't maybe take too long, but it requires to feed that source or desire or idea constantly. I see number 3 here. You might get creative ideas. There's a letter F right there. F, like I see 3 H and F. This can be in the name of a person. There's a letter A too. It can be a situation that is affecting you, or it can be in the name of a city maybe you want to go to. It can be in the name of a country. And it seems like here there's a pathway opening towards it. You don't maybe have clarity how you're gonna get there. I kind of see like a flying creature here. It's a massive one, and maybe through a flight you're gonna get there, but it can also be internet, okay guys, because that's like something in the air as well. I think it's the Wi-Fi is something in the air that you're gonna use to see what's happening there. It kind of looks like a map here. Maybe you're gonna first explore the maps of this place before you go there. And then I see there's a birthday cake here, Scorpio. It's probably your birthday time. If it didn't pass, happy birthday to you. So this can be maybe like a birthday attraction that you want to do. Okay, and it seems like first exploration is necessary before you get there. And the birthday cake here has one in it, and one candle in it. So one candle can be symbolized as your one specific desire. I see kind of like a snow boots here for some of you. This can be traveling somewhere. That maybe for skiing, the pathway is opening. But another thing with this boots energy is boots symbolize authority and maybe even military stuff. But the thing is, you are the one wearing the boot. This is your boot, but you only have one here. Maybe the second one that now you'd start to look for it. What's going to happen when you find the boot? I feel like here, this is when the pathway is actually like splitting in front of you, opening it up and taking you to where you want to go. So the boot can symbolize your decision, authority, putting it on and going towards, walking towards your desires. That's why it's bright. So it doesn't have to be something forceful, but if you feel like it's time, like I see there's like a darker space here. Maybe during the birthday time, you're going to get the inspiration, or maybe while the celebrations. And another thing in that space is maybe a lot of people are telling you, it's time to rest now. You cannot do anything. Or maybe you're retired already. You want to rest and you don't want to do anything. That's understandable as well. But the boot is keep going. Okay, like it doesn't have to be like creating a company or like of pursuing lifelong dreams and stuff. It can be also traveling, okay, and just seeing the places that you always wanted to see, or going and living with a family, or creating a family for yourself. So it can be any of those things, but boots still symbolizes taking some action towards your desires, taking authority, taking charge of things. Not really, there's a time for letting yourself go with the flow of the river, but of life, I feel like, but this is not initially, that's not going to go this way. First, you're going to take the authority, and then there's a pathway opening that will take you to the right place, that then you can actually let things go with the flow. Let's dive into your soul sign now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see a chunk of money coming into your house and a chunk of money leaving your house. This is a small thing. Maybe you spend money to make money type of a situation here. It can be like you're buying something which has a massive value, or which amasses a value. Your desire is very light energy. It's coming really fast, it seems like. And there's this kind of like starts to form a person here, which has like an eye under it. I kind of see a letter L here. L can be in the first name or the last name of this person. And they have a graduation cap. This can be you, by the way. I keep thinking the name of like Ali, Loretta, and LaGuardia is like, and that's in an airport. I think that's just, I don't know if it's the name of a city. So I see like there's a graduation happening. You're spending something to make more of something, okay? Learn something, upgrade your position. It can be even like developing your home, like or like spending money on a skill that will give you that cap, something that is going to elevate your knowledge, okay, showing up here. There's a person behind you has a snake tail. I see letter C, like Cecilia can be in their first name, A. Like I feel there's maybe a sister or brother, a sibling energy here. And the snake tail doesn't mean that they're just gonna hurt you. I feel like they're also having a transformational moment and coming forth. If some of you maybe don't have like a communication or connection with your sister, brother, I see someone here like a Roman emperor. You see their hands like doing like this. Maybe they're trying to give them instructions, like an authority father, maybe telling them, okay, just, do something, take care of them. I mean, can be even like a relative. I don't want to say like a father here, but overall, this person is probably coming. They're going through a transformation themselves. They're coming to support you, okay? And now I start to feel like in the family, maybe some things that you want to accomplish is not really supported in family. This can be soul families, chosen families, or maybe bloodlines. But there's a support behind you that you don't see how they're going to help you, but they're coming to help you because they already have their transformation and they know that, like, if they help you, you can thrive together, okay? Let's dive into your tarot now and see what that has to say. We have the devil with the snake. Okay, this can be a Capricorn for some of you guys, okay? So the Capricorn is someone who is disciplined, whose energy is focused on success, creating a legacy, and they are ambitious. and passionate about what they create, about work. And the thing about the devil, though, they can get a little obsessed about a situation that they want to create. You turn your back towards this person. I feel like you trust this person's what they do, but the devil coming here is telling me they might lose control about what they're trying to create. Okay, so you might have to turn around and intervene and tell them, okay, you need to slow down, or we need to come up with a new solution or a new strategy here. Because there's another higher authority. This can even be in the workspace, that you're dealing with an authority who cuts off everyone or everything that he doesn't like at that moment. Okay, so that can be a strategy that you need to develop, because the devil is here, obsessive thinking, anxiety. It can cause like tempting voices coming into your ear, maybe whispering into your ear. It can be symbolizing that as well. So first to yourself, and then the ones that are you're responsible from or you have control over, that you need to take over the devil by transformation with the snake energy. 5 of Swords can symbolize winning at all costs, and that might be the strategy you're coming up with so far, or this can be symbolizing that person doing that downward sign here. So I'm going to look into it a little bit further. Let's see what they do. It seems like you're carrying the whole weight of the world on your shoulders, but eventually you are hitting the jackpot. You're coming back from the war with the 6 of Wands energy victorious, okay? So 5 of Swords is maybe dealing with someone who doesn't really care about other people's emotions or other people's work and what they create. That's why you're maybe taking on a lot of weight on your shoulders. But I told you there's somebody behind you. You can ask for help from them. It can be a Capricorn. And together, 6 of Wands, you see in the original tarot as well, he's not really coming alone. He has people following him. So you're going to be victorious at the end of the day. Okay, the help that you will receive bring victory too. 5 of Swords comes with the Ace of Cups. It seems like here you are dealing, okay, what? Ace of Pentacles? No, 6 of Swords. Okay, you're dealing with an emotional situation and you're heading towards a new fulfilling emotional situation and ideas and inspiration, okay? And you're leaving the choppy waters with the 6 of Swords and controlling energy, stressful energy behind. But in order to do that, first, I feel like here you need to start seeing the things, looking at the things that you truly want to have in your life and the ideas that you want to bring into life. So someone might be pushing your boundaries and trying to win at all costs and being rude for no reason, because your time has been done in that space, okay? And now they're being the messenger to push you out of there. It's sometimes we think that people do that consciously, but it's their duty. Like in our life path, in our destined future, sometimes people act in a way it doesn't even fit with them, their character. And but because they're just a messenger, so they should push us out of that space. That's why the 6 of Swords is telling you that you are actually deserving more, better, calmer, and easier way of taking care of things. That's why we have 2 sixes here, so your victory coming forward. But it might require you to get outside your comfort zone, and at the end of the day, forgiveness coming here. So I feel like you're gonna even realize the forgiveness comes in to let you know that, okay, that person it wasn't even their nature. That happened, they had that attitude because there's something better waiting for you. And if they didn't have that attitude, you wouldn't leave that space. That can be the situation here. This can be about relationships. This can be about new ideas, inspirations, a new job. Maybe you start looking for something new again. And what else we have here for you? There's a practice. You can look into the shadow work. I'm going to pull a shadow healing card for you as well here. This is a process best explored with a therapist, okay? Enter the gates of your unconscious to uncover what you have repressed to seemingly protect yourself. These shadows, sometimes remnants from childhood, often come back to haunt us throughout our lives, though we may not always recognize them. As a part of a path towards healing, actively try to cultivate forgiveness for whoever was involved in creating these shadows. I feel like this is very straightforward. It doesn't really have any ins and outs of it. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to allow that person back into your life. Forgiveness doesn't mean that they're innocent and they didn't do anything wrong. Forgiveness means freeing yourself from the burden of carrying any emotions towards that person. And it doesn't really happen that easily when you think about that. But the therapist part, and I also have something called experience in the past, EMDR, eye movement something desensitization therapy, which was extremely powerful for some events and to change my perspective about certain things in life. So you can try that kind of like options for yourself, okay? We have your divine goddess, Lalita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Yeah, why not? That can be a way that you can explore healing for yourself as well, okay? Laughter, laughing therapies. And let's see what you're healing here. Dishonesty, maybe that's what you faced. Don't confuse dishonesty with difference of opinion. Everyone has their own take on the situation and you are required to respect the differences. Okay, that's the first thing I feel like coming. The second thing is might be something that you're actually forgiving as well. This honesty of maybe someone lied to you, that you're carrying that energy and thinking that everybody's going to lie, steal, and cheat and do some things behind your back. And that can be something that you're healing here as well, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this one. And if you do, you might enjoy these ones as well. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.